Well, how you do, Buckers? Here I've got one my wife found at Aldi's. Imperium Premium Lager beer, imported product of Belgium. It is brewed by Brewery Martins. If you want to know that, it came in a 12 pack for 12.99. So that's $13 for a 12 pack. For the sake of full disclosure, these are 11.2 ounce bottles, so you're not getting quite a full 12 ounces as they do. Most American beers are 12 ounces or a pint, but it is not unusual for a Belgian beer to be 11.2 ounces. A lot of them are. This lager here, as you could see, is very, very, very light. Judging by the bottle, I'm kind of wondering if they're going for something along the lines of a Stella. Aroma is light, it's a little grassy. Let's have a drink and see where we go. Then I'll see if I'll let you know more about the aroma, huh, shall we? Hmm. I don't know what's in this. It doesn't say. Getting information on this beer is very hard. Martinez doesn't have it listed as one of the beers they brew. I'm guessing it's brewed solely for the Aldi chain. It has kind of a wheat presence about it, so I'm going to guess there is some wheat going on in here. There's a little bit of a sweetness too. I don't know if corn is used in this beer, but it does have that little bit of sweetness going on. Not overly so, but you can detect it. Yeah. So here's the thing. I mean, this was $13 for a 12 pack. Makes you about 6.50 a 6 pack. It is an 11.2 ounce beer as opposed to a 12-ounce beer. I don't know what that would work out. Probably work out to close to $7 a 6 pack, I guess. If you did the math, that's still not too bad. So here's the thing. I've recently become uh, aware of the term standby beer. I really hadn't been familiar with that, to be honest with you. Which means I buy good craft beer. I buy singles of craft beer, but I like to get drunk. So after I'm done with my craft beer singles, I keep a 30 pack of something cheap and nasty in the fridge. But here's the thing. This isn't a great craft beer. It's not necessarily a great beer, but it is certainly a cut above any 30 pack macro you can buy. I believe it runs a 6.99 if you buy just a 6 pack. In the 12 pack with this beer and two other flavors, four of each, you pick up for $13. So I mean, here's the thing. No, this isn't maybe a really great craft beer or even a great beer in general. But if you think you need a standby beer of some sort, wouldn't you rather buy something like this? It's a 5% beer. Than have a 30 pack of some crappy corn laden beer. Yeah, I mean, I would. I mean, you decide for yourself what you'd rather have. It just makes sense to me. I mean, personally, will I buy this all the time? No. Will I buy it again? Probably, especially in the summertime. As we get closer to the summer, this would be a great beer to take to a picnic or a barbecue, especially with folks that may not drink a lot of craft beers. Maybe you want to share, but you don't want to use your really good stuff on folks that aren't going to appreciate it. I think a beer like this, the most macro drinkers are going to like. It is certainly better what they've been used to drinking, and it's not going to set you back a whole lot of money. I mean, yeah, I mean, if you want to buy a 30 pack for $15 to $20, depending on where you're buying it at, go for it. If quantity is more important to you, you knock yourself out. Personally, I'd rather buy this 12 pack for $13, and I'll drink a little bit less, and I've got a better quality beer than that 30 pack stuff that just makes you go, oh my god, what the hell is that? It's like when we were young and we woke up after being drunk, and there's somebody sitting laying next to us, and you got that taste in your mouth that you gargle a whole bottle of Listerine and drink a whole lot of vodka just to get out. Yeah, that's what that 30 pack beer does to you. It's nasty, nasty, nasty. So if you can drink a beer like this, yeah, go for it. Is it a great beer? No, I'm not going to try to convince anybody it is, but it isn't bad and it is drinkable and it doesn't cost a lot of money. So there you go. I'm Tom the Beer Whisperer. I probably offended macro drinkers enough. I'm not necessarily meaning to offend you, but here's the thing. Again, if you are primarily a craft drinker or you consider yourself one, but you like that 30 pack stuff or just to get yourself hammered, I don't like those hangovers and headaches personally. I think a beer like this, the quality is much better than that particular style. Again, it's going to cost you a little more, but you're probably already buzzed anyway. Do you really need to drink 8 to 10? Drink 3 or 4. So there you go. I'm Beer Whisperer. We'll talk to you later. So as I finish this up, yeah, I mean, no, I'm not going to try to convince you. It is the best lager I've ever had, but it is crisper. It is cleaner. It does that sweetness doesn't linger on your palate as much as your typical macro or 30 pack beer. And to me, it's worth the price if you just want some beers hanging around for days you just want to have a beer. So there you go. I'm Tony the Beer Whisperer. We'll talk to you later.